Hello, everybody. I am Abriana Burrell Simmons, and I'm here finally after forever and a day of this being something that not only I wanted to do, but something that I know God called me to do. And that's just to share my story, share my life with as many people as I can.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to say a
as
couple
a
times.
ministry
Please just disregard.
tool.
Thank you.
For just other women like me, you know. A lot of times when you scroll on YouTube, you see and hear a lot of younger people and younger people's perspectives, so on and so forth. And I am I hate to say middle-aged, but I'm pretty much there, woman, with a very different perspective, a much more mature perspective on life and the things of life. And yeah, I just want to tell my story. So with that being said, I would love for as many people that will and can to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and share this video with your friends, your family, your coworkers, just anybody that you know that could benefit, you know, from just a older, more mature more mature perspective, there we go, on life. Hence the name Simmons Life Special. So yeah, I am super excited. First of all, after that intro, I need to introduce myself. And I am Abriana Burrell Simmons, aka Abriana Burrell Simmons, aka Avery, aka Avery. Like, I have so many names. And it's funny because I know that my name, when people see my name on paper, it's like, you know, ooh, how do you pronounce that or whatever? And it's Abriana. But there are still several people in my life who swear my name is Avriana because my father's name just happens to be Avery. So they swear that my name is Avriana. And so I'll say AKA Avery too. I am a PK. I come from actually a line of generational pastors. Okay, first of all, if you see me look down, I'm just looking at my little notes here so that I can stay on task as much as possible. But so yeah, I'm a PK, born and raised in the church, born and raised in a little town in Michigan. And I have attended the same church my entire life. My grandfather was the pastor there first for 41 years until he passed away. And at that time, my uncle became the pastor, which was my grandfather's eldest son, i.e. my dad's oldest brother. And he pastored our church for just about 17 years before he died. At a very young age, from cancer. So at that point, it really just thrust my father into pastorhood. He had been my uncle's assistant, and he had been his assistant for probably about 10 years. And then when my uncle got his diagnosis, he started to shift some things, and it just kind of thrust my dad into pastorhood. which was something that he says all the time he actually did not ever want to do. Like I said, I come from a line of pastors, and my grandparents had 12 children, 7 boys, 5 girls, and all 7 of the boys are preachers. And so, you know, my father was a preacher, a minister, but in his mind, he was like, okay, you know, I'm going to go to church. I'm going to be active, so on and so forth. But I just want to do this corporate America thing. Like, I do not want to be another borough boy preacher, right? And as we know, you know, we can say whatever we want to say or think however we want to think, but obviously God has the last say so and the last word, and that's exactly what happened. God had the last word. And when my uncle unfortunately passed away, my dad took over, and my dad has been the pastor at our church for he just had his 12th anniversary this year, so next year we'd be going on 13 years. So another thing, my father actually just got he just got elevated to a diocesan bishop in our organization, which the organization that our church is a part of is called the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World. I do attend an apostolic church, and Pentecostal Assemblies of the World is AKA PAW. And we are all over, not just in the United States, but we have several churches in Africa and Chile and Costa Rica and the Bahamas and Germany, China. I mean, we have churches all over the world, literally. And my father was just appointed to the diocesan bishop of Costa Rica. So actually, as I'm recording this video, he and my mom are in Costa Rica doing ministry. So that's pretty awesome, I think. And so although that's a lot of like my family history, obviously it's my history because it's me, you know. It's who I am, it's what I'm about. I am a Christian through and through. I am not one of those like judgmental, you know, that's just not me at all. I'm just a cool, laid back, funny, happy, I love makeup, obviously, you know, type of girl, right? So, yeah, so then that's just introducing myself and a little bit of history. I guess just a little bit more on myself. I sing. I am one of our leaders for our praise and worship team at our church. And I also sing on our state praise and worship team as well too. So that's just another little nugget or another little thing about me. My family dynamic. I am the eldest child of 4. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. So it's me, then I have my brother and my sister, and then later in life, when I was actually 18 years old, my parents said, we're pregnant. So as a senior in high school, I tell people this all the time, but like at my high school graduation, my mom was like 7 or 8 months pregnant. So it was super cool because my little brother ended up being all of our kid, you know. It ended up being that he had not only 1 mom, but he had 3 mommies, because it was my mom, our mom, myself, and my sister. And so that was pretty fun, being able to have a hand in raising my little brother, who he's 25 now. So yeah, he's a whole grown man with children of his own and everything. But yeah, so back to me. I am the mother to 3 wonderful and amazing little boys. I have Javon Christopher and Michael Jr., aka Andrew. So the majority of the time when you see them or when you hear me call them, it'll be me saying Andrew. We only say Michael basically when he's in trouble. I am a wife. I have been married to my husband for just over a year now. So I guess that would kind of make me still be a newlywed. And that kind of brings me to one of the ideas for my channel. Because like I said, I've been married over a year now, to my wonderful husband, but I was married before, and before when I was married about 14 years, obviously to my boy's father, and, you know, obviously it did not work out. So, we have a pretty amicable co-parentship, which I thank God for, because I know a lot of people that is not their story. And so, you know, just with a lot of prayer, and fasting, that is my story. And in all honesty, even if it wasn't, I would always claim that to be my story, because I do know that life and death is in the power of the tongue. And so we just have to speak life. So I will always speak life when it comes to that situation. And, you know, he is still my children's father. And so he will always get, you know, the respect, for that role. But, at the same time, my husband is amazing when it comes to that. So yeah, you know, just one of the ideas that I have for my channel is, just that, going through divorce in the church, you know, being the bishop's daughter, the pastor's daughter, and going through a divorce, you know. As many of you know, that was probably one of the hardest things, you know, I had to go through. But you know, I won't get too in depth, because we'll have a whole video just for that in particular, because I know that my story, and I know that the things that I've learned, and the growth and the maturity and the things that God has put in me, was not just meant for me. It is meant for me to, it was meant obviously for my healing, but it was meant for me to share that with as many women as possible, for their healing as well. You know, I can't continue to sit and say nothing when I know that God has given me the tools to be able to help. Unfortunately, for a while, let fear and some other things just kind of dictate and, you know, thrust me into just being afraid to do it, just being scared to do it. Because even now, you know, the nerves are in my stomach. They're gone. They're going crazy, you know. And so, yeah, I just finally had to get to a point and say, you know what? You're doing this, like, period. No more, you know, just no more excuses, no more, you know, I don't know, nothing, just you're gonna do this. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. So we'll get deep, we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Okay, we'll obviously do some fun things, we'll do some fashion stuff, and I think my fashion will be centered towards like church fashion, just like Sunday morning type clothing. I don't think I said this in the beginning, but my husband is he is a pastor. And so yeah, just, you know, just fashion, like making sure, you know, as ministers' wives and as preachers' wives, you know, that we represent our husbands in the right way, but knowing that we don't have to be dry doing it, right? We can be saved and sassy, you know, we can still wear makeup, but it be modest in what we're doing, you know. And that's another thing too. We'll do some makeup stuff for sure. I know a lot of people that know me, they've asked me to start a channel for years now, you know, just like, oh my God, you know so much about makeup, and you know, so on and so forth. But I'm like, man, there's so many people that know so much about makeup, right? So it's kind of intimidating, but at this point I'm like, okay, you know what? There is a lane for me. Because, you know, I'm not just your typical makeup girl. I'm not your typical makeup artist. I am, you know, like I said, I'm centered towards, I just love the simplicity of it. I'm a natural kind of girl. You won't usually ever see me with just a bunch of stuff on. Usually, you know, I may do a little bit of color here and there on my eyes or whatever, but like, I'm just not that big on, you know, just a whole, like a whole bunch of makeup, right? I just don't, and it doesn't have anything to do with my faith or anything like that, but I just don't believe that, you know, women, that we need to do that. I don't believe that we need to catfish people, if you will. I think that, you know, as women, we're all beautiful in our own way, and makeup is only to enhance the beauty that we already have. It's just not to make you look completely different. So when you take it off, you know, it's almost scary for people because they're like, whoa, you're a completely different person. Like, I just don't feel like makeup is meant for that. So, like I said, I can't be the only person that thinks like that. There has to be people, you know, or else I just, God, the Lord would have never called me to do this, right? So yes, we'll do some makeup stuff. We'll do some makeup tutorials. We'll do some makeup tips. We'll do some get ready with me's. We'll have some fun for sure. We'll do some vlogging. You guys will meet my children. You guys will meet my husband. Actually, you can meet my husband right now. Honey, come here. Like I said, you'll meet my children through some vlogs. You'll just see how funny my family dynamic is. Okay, never mind. You'll meet my husband at a different time. But you'll just see how funny my family dynamic is. Even with my parents and us, you know, I just come from a very, very close-knit family, and you'll meet, you know, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, because I was really, really blessed to marry into a family that is just as loving and as my family is. And so that is amazing for me, because I can't say that was always my story. So I am grateful for my in-laws, because they are amazing people. They love me and my children to no end, and I'm so grateful for that. Let me see. We'll do some, you know, story times, you know, just with how to transition your children through divorce. I have young children. My boys I have 3 boys, so 10, 10, and 8. So transitioning them through that process and transitioning them into this new process, where they now, you know, have a bonus dad, another father, which is amazing for them, because I tell them all the time, it's just another person to love you, to have a whole nother family that loves you and spoils you, because they are super spoiled. It's amazing. So I am super duper grateful to God for where he has us now. So with that, I am going to close out the video. Please stay tuned like I said, I just wanted this video to be just a little background on who I am, what I'm about, a little bit about my family and my family dynamic, and then, you know, just the ideas that I have for this channel. I know that this will help people. And I'm grateful to God that, you know, after the fact I went through what I went through, because it brought me to this place. And I am grateful for the place that I'm in right now, and you know, what God has done and what he is continuing to do in our lives. So again, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please stay tuned for our first official actual video. This was, again, just my intro. But yeah, stay tuned. I will try to post and upload. Starting off, I think we'll probably do like twice a week. And so, yeah, so look for that. I look forward to engaging with you guys, and please leave some comments of ideas that you would like to see from my channel. I know it's super early, but it's never too early to get feedback, you know, and yeah, I just look forward to this journey and our journey together. Yay! So thank you so much for taking the time and listening to me. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for hitting that notification bell. And thank you so much for just coming to meet me. All right. See you next time. Bye.